So gas turbine engines work on the Brayton cycle, and with the Brayton cycle we have air coming in. So you can imagine the inlet of the engine. We have air here, and just before it comes into the engine we have a certain amount of pressure and volume. So just let's say just right at the entrance of the engine, right, maybe even further down, maybe just out here, just before it comes into the engine. The air has some pressure and volume. The air then goes through the compressor, and as it gets compressed, but if we compress something, its volume drops off, so its volume goes that way, and its pressure increases. So as it goes through the engine, the volume drops off and the pressure increases until it comes to this stage here, which is the combustion can. So the air again goes through the combustion can. We add in heat. So heat is added in, and what we get then is once we add in heat, if we heat something, the volume of it will increase. The volume increases, but the pressure remains the same. So we're heating this air under constant pressure, and that's why the Brayton cycle is referred to as a constant pressure cycle. So the heat is coming in here. Okay, so this is the heat coming in here. Then the air goes through the turbines and it begins to expand, and if it expands, then its volume will increase and its pressure will decrease. So it goes through the turbines, out through the exhaust, and then out through the nozzle. And when that happens, the air expands until it gets to the same pressure as it was when it came in, and then it goes further downstream. So off to the right here, the air will then go back to its original state, and then the cycle can repeat itself. So that's the Brayton cycle. So we have the compressor compressing the air here. We have the combustion can burning it here. We have the turbines extracting the power to drive the compressor here, and this section of here, this is what's going out the back. This is giving us our thrust. The air then goes out the back of the engine, and then further downstream it'll revert back to its original pressure and volume. So that is the Brayton cycle. So here we see it here. So the air is coming in. So this is the air here at this stage. It goes through the compressor. As it goes through the compressor, its pressure increases and volume decreases. We add in heat in the combustion can. So this is our heat. So the air, when it's hot, the volume increases, but we're doing that under constant pressure. That's why it's called a constant pressure cycle. The air then goes out through the turbines. So when it goes through the turbines here, whatever work is extracted from the turbines, that's used to drive the compressor. And then some of it goes out through the nozzle. Actually, all the air goes out of the nozzle, but the work left is used to create the thrust. So we call this the useful work. So out at this stage out here, we've created our thrust, and then the air will cool down and go back to its normal pressure and volume further downstream. So that is the Brayton cycle.